Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot. Thanks for being here. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. This month for November 2018, love readings, I'm doing it in the order of the most likes. So I may not be uploading them, except for maybe a few at a time. And you can check my discussion page for the order if you're curious. So Aquarius, you were number one. Thank you so much. And I would encourage you to keep thumbs up if you like it, or definitely to comment. It helps me out as a new channel, so thank you for that. And I'm going to do, to keep things a little consistent, the same spread I did last month, but with a different base deck, which is the Illuminati this month instead of the Rider-Waite. And I will clarify as needed and pull an oracle card. So let's get going and see what's happening for you and your person for November. This is Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take whatever applies. So this is where you are right now. This is how you see your partner, how you feel about your partner. This is where they are right now. This is how they see you and how they feel about you. This is the state of the energy in the relationship for now in November or around there. This is a potential obstacle, potential advice, and this is the outcome, potential outcome. So let's see where this is going. And bottom of the deck I will take, the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords, so you may be coming out of a period of loss or heartbreak around this particular union or potential partnership or this process with this person, Aquarius. So where you are right now, another kind of color to where you are right now is the Princess of Pentacles, which in this deck is the Page. So this would be that either you could be very focused on your work at this time, Aquarius, or you could be actually very focused on your partner. Often we can review the Page of Pentacles as someone that's kind of overly focused or sometimes even obsessed, if we can use that word loosely, with their object of their affection or their object of attention. It also could mean that you're offering an actual tangible gift or thinking of offering some tangible token of something to this person. So that's kind of where you are right now. How you see your partner is the Four of Swords. So you see your partner as taking a break, maybe in a state of reflection. They could be having just, even for this time period, stepped back from the relationship. You're kind of wondering where they are. They might not be participating. They might be reviewing. They might have been, truthfully, they could have come off of a period of sort of exhaustion. This can also often be like a rest and recuperate sort of a energy. So you'll know what resonates for the person, but this is how you're seeing your person right now. How you feel about your person is the Five of Pentacles. So how you feel is you feel that you could be feeling that you are being left out and not considered. You could feel that due to not hearing from or seeing your partner, that you might feel they're a bit MIA or leaving you out in the cold. They could be ghosting you a little bit, or you might have sent a communication but you've not gotten anything back, or you might just feel like you're putting in energy that they're not putting in. Truthfully, that could be where things are at for you right now, Aquarius. So switching over to where your partner is right now, your partner is with the Five of Wands. So, and I'm reading these all in the upright and just taking the energy. So your partner may be in a state of conflict right now. They might be feeling a bit combative toward you. They might be feeling a bit combative within themselves. It might be light, bantery kind of. Sometimes the Wands for the Five is really not so serious, but it could be a back and forth kind of conflicted energy. It could be just kind of a debating or lighthearted energy that can sometimes feel kind of conflicting. But I would say where this position is that your partner right now could be going through some stuff. Hard to say what just yet. How they see you is the Nine of Swords. So that's interesting. So you have the Three of Swords as your overarching energy. You might be feeling left out in the cold. There's stuff you might really be going through here in November, Aquarius. And your partner actually, to at least some extent, even though we like our people to see us as doing great, for whatever reason, your partner does see you concerned, upset, in angst over this. They understand that you are. It's not going unnoticed by them. They think that you're having, a bit of a hard time, and they do know that you're troubled. They do know that you're in angst over this, or just in angst in general, that they may be aware that you're going through something in your life. How they feel about you, Aquarius. They feel about you, Nine of Cups. So we could take this in two ways. They feel about you kind of satisfied. They have a satisfying, uplifting, positive, abundant energy about you, just how they think about you. Or, and I usually only, if I'm getting the energy on this when it's reversed, or if I'm getting this energy off of it, it can be a bit of an arrogant card. So we'll see how this plays out, but your person could have an arrogant or egotistic feeling when it comes to you, that they have one up on you, or the upper hand, or they just may have positive feelings. Might need to clarify that. So the energy of the actual relationship right now is the World. So this would say that the current energy of the intersection between the two of you, or the relationship, if there is one, or is maybe in break if there is one, is the World. So that would say that you both, or one or both of you, have learned a lesson or are learning a lesson. I often believe the World can be a very karmic card. So it could be that there is a karmic state between you and this person, for better or worse. You've come together for a reason, sort of thing. And that can be a positive, that can be a huge challenge. The current state of the relationship could be that there's a cycle ending, or, wants to end. It's driving toward a closure, but, hard to say if that's going to be allowed here, based on some of the emotions that are, a lot of emotions are swirling over this. It's definitely not an easy situation happening right now. This wheel can also be good fortune, so there could be some positivity here. It could be a closure, it could be end of a cycle, it could be ending a cycle in positive favor. Let's see. So the potential obstacle is the Nine of Pentacles. So the potential obstacle does have to do with abundance and feeling fruitful. So the ability to feel fruitful, or the potential obstacle could be one or both of you wants to work independently right now. Nine of Pentacles is usually a woman alone in her garden and doing fine being on her own. So maybe the obstacle is that your person or you have been off on your own, kind of working on your own plans, and that's kind of put a little bit of a wrench in this completion. Maybe one of you has turned a bit of a back to working on the completion because you'd rather do something that gives you some tangible results. And this may be where you're finding yourself. The potential advice, if you chose to take it, is Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands would be defending against any negatives, against any energies that are coming to attack your current situation. The Seven of Wands, as advice, would say to hold your ground and defend where you're at. So maybe there is a reason why you should hold your ground. And if you feel that, there's something you feel strongly about, or you feel like you've been mistreated, or you're not ready to come forward yet because you feel like the other person should, whatever you think, the potential advice would say to potentially hold your ground. Okay, so the potential outcome for the relationship, Aquarius, is the Devil. And this is actually answering me on what this Wheel of Fortune is about. It's answering me a bit on a lot, really, in terms of what is happening. The wheel, the world being the wheel and I apologize. When I said the wheel is a cycle that might want to come to an end, that's really more for the world. And I'm just realizing this is not the world, it's the wheel. So it's still the wheel for me is moving to a new cycle, potentially the cycle changing and turning, but that it can continue to turn. It could be turning in your favor. The wheel to me, though, definitely still is a karmic issue. And the devil is a potentially karmic outcome. You know, one or both of you might realize and need to see that for now this is a, you know, karmic tie, and it might be somewhat of a toxic tie. We'll clarify. But, you know, if it's caused you some heartbreak, they see you as somewhat heartbroken, you're feeling Five of Pentacles, we can easily see that there's emotion heavily tied up into this, and you're hooked. The two of you, Aquarius, for now at least, I mean, it's very clear, very straightforward message that you two are kind of hooked into each other. I don't see that your person's doing 100% better than you in this with the Five of Wands, where they're at right now. I don't. So let's just clarify. Let's clarify the energies between the two of you. That's what I want to kind of see. I want to see the state of the energy right now as the wheel. What is that telling us? Okay, interesting. So that was the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So that energy is telling us that, you know, there could be somebody moving out. You know, if I look at the direction, sometimes it's good to look at the direction of the cards. This, the Knight is kind of moving quickly away. The Knight has a reputation for coming in and leaving fast. So somebody might have come in and been all love bombing you or passionate, and then left just as quickly, and then you're kind of here on your own, which isn't necessarily a bad thing with the Nine of Pentacles. Usually she's very okay with being on her own, and we did have the Nine of Pentacles as a potential obstacle, so maybe just to be aware that if you want something to happen in this relationship, one or both of you may need to come out of your alone state. That could be either of you, because you see him as, or her, being alone as well. So it could be that somebody rushed in and rushed out. And that is a bit of the karmic, you know, cyclical stuff of in and out, in and out. There could have been some of that energy going on for sure, Aquarius. And I'm just kind of curious why you feel towards your partner the Five of Pentacles. What else can we get for why you feel the Five of Pentacles, although I'm sure that you know. Okay, so they might have made an offer, or you made an offer, but it ended up with some heartbreak, like this Three of Swords over here, Three of Swords over here. So yeah, you definitely experienced some loss. I'm sorry about that, Aquarius, if you're resonating with this. And it's tough to see where that's going to go. We'll do the Devil as well. But I want to know why they have the Nine of Cups feeling for you. And then I'm going to do the Devil, and then we'll pull an Oracle. It's just kind of an intense reading. Well, they've got the King of Cups. I mean, the King of Swords and the Five of Wands. Again, we've got the Five of Wands. So they're feeling in control of and logical about their emotions right now. So in some way, they're buffering themselves. I think they're buffering themselves, and they're actually trying to make the most of what they have in front of them. They're looking at what they do have, and they're prosperous in some areas, and I'm sure you are too, but they're a little bit more focused on where they're prosperous, and they're looking at it more logically and not letting their emotions run away with them. That's what I'm seeing. So I'd love to know in the comments what, if anything, is resonating for you, Aquarius, on this, please. Because it's definitely, you know, an interesting yet challenging reading. I can see this November. The other thing is we're definitely still Venus retrograde until the 5th of November. And I'm guessing even like a week after. So if you're thinking about making any moves, or you're really concerned, try to give yourself to the middle of November too, to see where the energies play out. And maybe they'll be shifting, giving us some relief on some of these issues. So, excuse me, the oracle I have for you is Beauty. So let's see what that says for you. Number 58 or 13 or 4, which is a stable number. To celebrate the divine feminine is to honor her beauty, her endless bounty, and abundant creativity. You are a vehicle of her beauty. This is radiance that has nothing to do with soul-destroying cultural stereotypes based on physical appearances. It is the radiance that comes from feeling beautiful within, of allowing all that you are to shine through and be witnessed in the world. You are being asked to let the inner beauty become one with your physical self. You don't have to change the way you look to become more of the divine beauty that you are. Just need to change the way you look at yourself. Behold the divine within you. You are a person in the process of healing past wounds about your appearance, your body, your sexuality, finding pretty in all of yourself, and becoming ready to share with the others in a deeper and more open way without shame or self-criticism. Take your time and fall in love with what you are, and then you can become not the victim of others' own projected shame, but you can become the love necessary for the shame of the world to heal. This oracle indicates a significant change to self-perception taking place within you, an ability to love and accept yourself more completely than you ever have before, quite simply because you have grown and there is more divinity awakened in your heart than ever before. The nature of the divine is love, and you are realizing that you don't have to change to be beautiful. Allow this development to grow swiftly and embrace your uniqueness, beloved. You are an exquisite flower in the heavenly garden. In the heavenly garden. In the garden. So that you are, Aquarius. Try to find the beauty even in what seems like, for now, a challenging situation or a challenging energy you're dealing with. You are clearly needing to reassess just how beautiful you are and connect to that inside-out beauty. So with that, I wish you a lot of luck in love, and I look forward to seeing you next reading. Thanks so much.